When the incident happened, I was at home, Jabu town, and
New video today from northwest Nigeria.
The United States launched an airstrike in northwestern Nigeria on December 25, 2025, claiming to target ISIS terrorists operating in the region. Let's talk about it. The US President Donald Trump said the airstrike was in response to the terrorists targeting primarily Christians, a claim that is consistent with the Christian genocide rhetoric that has been spreading for months now in Nigeria. Experts have long disproved this claim, citing data and lived realities, and insisting that Nigeria's security situation is much more complex than that. HumAngle began gathering witness accounts moments after the air raid, tracing events before, during, and after the missiles were launched into enclaves located within the Bauni Forest axis of Tangaza local government area, Sokoto State. We merged extensive underground reporting with satellite intelligence and geospatial analysis to assess the effectiveness of the airstrike. We also interviewed a number of Bauni locals who had fled the village to a safer place in Tangaza to share their accounts. In separate interviews, they all echoed one thing: the terrorists had long left the site of the attack before the strikes. In the aftermath of the incident, villagers said the Lakurawa terrorists increasingly sought refuge inside civilian settlements, avoiding the Bauni Mountains where they usually live. Magaji Abdullahi, the village head of Bauni, confirmed this to HumAngle, noting that the airstrike only resulted in moving terrorists into civilian settlements. For the geospatial analysis, we first used Google Earth imagery as a base map to scan for fire activity that matched the date and time frame of the strike. With no confirmed coordinates from official or ground sources, we overlaid NASA firms, a US National Aeronautics and Space Administration-run detection tool that provides real-time satellite data on active fire hotspots globally. Multiple fire detections appeared about 3 kilometers south of Nukuru in the rocky, mountainous terrain of the Bauni area. These terrain features matched the location described by our sources and are more than 11 kilometers west of the Bauni Forest Reserve. There were no fire detections deep inside the forest during the relevant period. The satellite imagery analysis and eyewitness accounts point away from a classic ground impact strike. There is no visible crater, no destroyed structure, nor any abrupt disruption of living units. The evidence fits more closely with the high-energy detonation that occurred at or above ground level, producing intense light, a strong pressure wave felt several kilometers away, and secondary fires in surrounding vegetation. HumAngle satellite investigation shows no clear impact points. The cumulative evidence from witness statements, NASA fire detection, and high-resolution satellite imagery indicates that the US missile strike may not have hit its prime targets. Meanwhile, in Jabu, a civilian community in Sokoto's Tambuwal LGA, kilometers away from Tangaza, where the airstrike also landed, seeds of doubt and misinformation are growing among residents who believe that the US is targeting Muslim settlements, a claim we have found to be false. Locals in Jabu gave accounts of rays of light from flying fireballs and vibrations similar to those experienced by Tangaza villagers, except that they insisted the Jabu area does not host terror groups and has not witnessed any terrorist attacks in the past decade. They wondered why such a tactical bombing would be aimed at their peaceful and largely Muslim community. Authorities claim that what residents saw in Jabu and even in distant Offa in Kwara State in Nigeria's north-central region was debris from air assault on terrorists in Tangaza. Some local conflicts and terrorism experts believe that the US airstrike largely failed to achieve its publicly stated objective. Despite this, Trump recently said that although he intended it to be a one-time strike, it could become a many-time operation if the terror attacks in the country continue, adding that Muslims, Christians, and those of no faith alike are targeted. For many Nigerian residents, however, especially those living in ungoverned spaces like Bauni, the airstrike has not made them safe. Rather, it has deepened their vulnerability.
When the incident happened, I was at HumAngle town, and really, the incident created a shock among the people. First of all, we look at the incident as a plane crash, but later we realized it's a weapon. And when we reached the place, we asked people to go far away from that area because of explosive or any other side effect of the fire and the smoke that is coming out of that place.